Hey, welcome back everyone. It is time for another red hot covered call video. Hey guys, today we're going to talk about a discussion my mentor Jer and I had last night, and I'll tell you what, man, I loved it and I learned from it and the light bulb went off. You are going to be excited about it. Hey, look, we're also going to talk about my new cost basis tracker. I'm going to show you how you can gain access to that tracker, my other spreadsheets, and the CTP dashboard, which is close. I keep saying close, but it is, guys. I'm so close. I just can't release it just yet. Trust me, you will appreciate it. Okay? Hey, we're going to get to it right away, guys. Let's jump right to it. We're going to talk Lockheed here, okay? So my mentor Jer's big ball player, okay? He's playing Lockheed, and I'm going to break down the trade for you. Now, what I want you guys to realize here is, and I told Jerry this. I thought Jerry broke, for me, a golden rule of covered call writing, and we're going to talk about that. But this is how the trade set up for him, okay? Let's say back here, okay? Jerry bought Lockheed at 280, and he wrote a 300. He wrote a 300 and got $5 for it. Now, for a 30-day covered call, that's one thing. He wrote it for well over 7 months. So he's got 7 or 8 months to wait, okay? He likes to play the long 1-year leap, maybe 6-month leap, so he can get the big premium. And then he plays it where he'll get the premium here, and as it goes up and down, he'll then buy that premium back for less. So he really has no intention of having his shares taken away, but he plays that big, juicy premium, not because of volatility, but because of time decay, right? So here's the setup for him. He did write that, and boy, I'll tell you what, Lockheed is just a straight up deal. Go ahead and run a ticker on Lockheed. So I don't know if he even thought his shares were going to be taken away, but in this short window of time, guys, look at this. Lockheed has rocketed past his strike price at 300, and now he's thinking about getting out of the trade. He's thinking about buying some shares. He's going to slip those shares underneath the current shares and sell those. That's a little more advanced, and that is his game. But what intrigued me when I talked to him about this trade is what he figured out to make even more money. And this is what he did, okay? So just yesterday, Lockheed had gotten over 305. Okay, 305, and it came down back to 300. You can see it's back to 300. So for Jerry, it's under his strike price of 300. Now think of this, guys. Jerry has a whopping $20 in profit that he has to hold on now for 6 months. Guys, what did I tell you in my last video with Win? That's great, fine and dandy, but that's risk. That time is risk, okay? And in the case of Lockheed Martin, chances are it's not going to go from 300 to 250, but you never know. That's risk. So what Jerry did was he said, look, I'm going to take that risk off the board and set myself up for another trade. And this is where the light bulb went off for me. He looked at buying this option back right here. This option back here that he wrote, the 300, got $5 for it. It only cost him $11 to buy it back. Now let's do the math on that, guys. Think about this for a second. He's alleviating the obligation, okay? 6 months of risk. This is why I like this. He essentially scratches out the $5. So he makes no money on the premium, okay? Makes no money on the premium, but he is at debit of $1. So here he is. He's sitting there with taking 6 months off the board. He immediately realizes the $20 gain. It's $19, but, and now he can look to either sell the shares or write the next covered call. Say he writes a 320. Right? He at 280, he wrote a 300, got $5. Now, because it's at 300, he can then, at 300, write the 320 and get $5 for it. That's one of those deals where he's locking in those gains. Now, what is his risk there? Obviously, his risk is if the shares fall. Now, that risk is going to be there whether he keeps this trade on or if he buys it back, pays the 11, and when you do the math, he only finds himself down $1 in the trade, okay? Then he writes another covered call. Chances are if he writes that next covered call, that 320 strike, it has had such a great run, it might peel back to 290. He can then buy that $5 call back, maybe for $1. But in Jerry's case, he's probably not going to do that in a 30-day window. That's something I would do. He would do it for another 6 months, and the time decay would not peel out of it that quickly. So the reason I wanted to show you this trade, guys, is because he looked at it and said, man, I've got $20 of real value here. Real value. I've reached my strike price much quicker. So what he did was he bought the option back. Yes, all that premium, zero. In fact, he loses $1 on it. But guys, look at where he's at now. He's sitting at 300. He's going to probably write a 320, collect that premium, and he steps it up. He steps it up and steps it up. I just found that argument fascinating. Now, for me, he broke the golden rule, because what is my golden rule, guys? Think about it for a second. When you buy back an option, what have I said? I have said flat out, because I've been burnt by Eli Lilly and Gilead, when I bought my option back, increasing my cost basis, what has happened to me? The stock has then fallen. I'm being left holding the bag of adding to my cost basis. So I have a golden rule, man. When I buy an option back, I do one of two things. I immediately sell the shares, right? We're going to realize that gain, right? If I want to be out of the trade in this scenario, if I want to be out of this trade, the stock has gone from 280 to 300. I buy it back. Yeah, I'm down one, but I sell those shares, man. I get rid of them. I pocket the 19 bucks and we think about another trade. Or we're going to write another covered call. We're going to write that 320. We're going to get that $5. And at least I'm holding the $5. That's what I told to Jerry. I said, look, Jerry, if you at least write the next covered call and the stock goes down, you at least got that extra $5 in your pocket. He didn't do that. He decided to hold it and he's going to play the game. He hopes that it gets higher. He can get even more for it. Now, I did that too, and I have been burnt. So I don't do that anymore. But hey, God love Jerry, man. He has made so many great trades. I can't even begin to criticize anything he does. Hey, that's why he's my mentor, man. He's kicking ass. Love it. Okay, guys, I'm running out of time here. I do want to show you my new cost base tracker. I love it because I keep track of all my trades, guys. And what I do is, because I buy a stock and I'm going to use multiple buybacks and I'm going to write calls, I'm going to collect dividends, I got to keep track of that, man. And how I do that is with this simple spreadsheet. It is my cost base calculator. You know, essentially I have it all my negative here, all my positive here. And over here, when I go to sell it, I can put in any price, guys. For example, let's say I want to sell it for $115. Watch this, guys. Watch how it trades. It tells me. Remember, I always told you in my videos, whatever the numbers tell you to do, you do it. In this case, I'm able to look at this, and as I add, it reduces my cost basis, so I know exactly where I'm at. So when the stock falls, I know when I'm breaking even, right? And I know what I want to make that money, okay? Look at that. Love it, love it, love it. So these are tools that I've always told you need to have in your toolkit, right? Because to make us better traders, make us more advanced, you want to be on the more advanced side of this, you got to have these spreadsheets, guys, to really help you, because this is all a numbers game. Guys, if you want to have access to any of my spreadsheets, you know, I need you to go to ctpdashboard.com. Go to ctpdashboard.com and email me right there, guys. Email me. Let me know you like the spreadsheets and you want access to them, okay, guys? Hey, look, I want to say thank you for coming to my video, and I hope you learned something. That isn't it more advanced? That is more advanced in terms of everything that was rolled up in that discussion. But I think if you go back and watch it and you see how that played out, you're going to learn something. And if anything, I really want you to learn that once you buy that option back, guys, I feel you have a decision to make. You can't sit on your hands. In my opinion, you need to either sell the stock or you need to write that next covered call. At that point, if that stock falls, just like me, remember, you added to your cost basis. That's what I want to boot stomp here. You added to your cost basis. Okay, so with that said, guys, hey, I hope you enjoyed the video, man. Bang that like button, guys. It lets me know you like what I'm doing. And guys, ring that bell so you get that email notification the next time I do a red hot covered call video. And guys, share the video, man. Let others know we're talking the good word of the covered call. Hey guys, I'm going to do another video on my $10,000 update, which I haven't done much on, but you're going to be interested to hear some things I'm thinking about. So hey, look, until next time, I hope all your covered calls are profitable.
All I see is signs, all I see is dollar signs.